I think there are so many issues that he's probably going to raise. In addition to the ones you mentioned, there is Israel, there's Iran, there's Ukraine, there's Russia, China, Syria, Yemen, the tariffs, the nuclear program. There's just a host of issues which I think will be brought up. So it'll be a really important and interesting set of meetings he'll have in Saudi Arabia.
Indeed, and President Trump talks a lot about boosting business ties with Saudi Arabia and the UAE in particular. Of course, you can add Qatar to that list as well. But what about his broader economic warfare positioning right now? He's been focusing a lot on tariffs. Do you think that undercuts the efforts that he's going to be making on this trip? Of course, the Gulf region not immune to the most recent rounds of US measures.
Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of a tough job here because, with the tariffs and with the price of oil and the issues that the Saudis are facing with, reductions in income, for a budget standpoint, I think it's going to be difficult for him to get a lot of the concessions he wants on their investing in the United States. So I think he's going to, I think it's an important meeting, but I think it's not going to be as easy to get the kinds of things that he wants. He's talked about $1 trillion arms package overall, and I think that's probably really unrealistic. I believe that the discussions he's going to have about, Israel and Saudi Arabia and possibly some future diplomatic relationship there is also going to be wanting because I think the Saudis are not going to be ready for that. But they have played a positive role with Ukraine and that situation, and I think he'll also be interested in what the situation with Syria will be. So there's a lot of things he has to unpack, and I think he'll also be looking for Saudi Arabia to be a good partner for the United States in their relationship with Iran, as he's attempting to deal with the nuclear issue there.
Indeed, so much to unpack. So let's start with one of the major issues, which is this potential arms package, as you say, worth over 100 billion US dollars plus, according to reports. So what strategic guarantees, if any, is Washington actually asking from Saudi Arabia in return for this massive arms package?
Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly what strategic issues. I think the Saudis, of course, have always wanted the United States to offer strategic support and security support for Saudi Arabia. I'm wondering whether the president is ready to deliver on that, and then whether he'll get the support of Congress once he gets back for whatever measures he wants to take in that regard. I think he's going to, he's trading. He's going to trade the arms deal for a number of other things that he wants, particularly when it comes to oil production and price of oil that's affecting our economy. And I think he'll also, want some support for the efforts that he's going to be making with respect to Ukraine and Russia. So I think there's a lot of things to unpack here, and I think the president's going to want to be in a very big commercial trading effort with the Saudis, but they're going to want some things from him. They're going to want support for a nuclear civil nuclear program for Saudi Arabia, and they're going to want some support for their efforts to really build a more resounding and strengthening strategic partnership with the United States from a security standpoint.